Mwah. Welcome home. The Iron Knuckle is the most fun part of Ocarina of Time. It's packed with good design choices. Every attack you land on her develops the fight. Her armor pieces start falling off, she lightens up and gets more aggressive with her attacks and starts running faster. Every move that you and she makes pushes the fight towards the climax. This is especially awesome because every other fight in Ocarina of Time is built around a timing. You wait for the Stalfos to lower his shield. You wait for the Wolfos to swing his claws. You wait for the Shrubbos to fire his seed. You wait for a Stalfos to fire his seed. But the Knuckle is different. You provoke her to swing, you block it, you get a quick opening to strike. Every step folds into the next one, like a dance. The Knuckle is different. This becomes apparent the second you step inside the boss chamber. Other bosses are big, goofy cartoon characters with names that end in os that just launch into you. But the Knuckle is different. She stands there, silver armor glittering, waiting for you. It's almost like it's just another statue, and the attack starts hailing, the music kicks in, and you immediately know the Knuckle is different. They planned this fight. They had an idea for all of this. And once you defeat the Knuckle and strip all of her armor off, it's revealed she is the brainwashed Gerudo princess. Now that's dramatic and big nose. Astounding. Now, does this remind you of anything else? Enemies that actually try to kill you by pursuing your openings and punishing missteps? Well thought out bosses that just stall the themes of the world and the game as a whole? Cleansing a corrupted and harrowed world by finding new tools that let you travel deeper. A main gameplay loop built around sword and shielding motherfuckers. Are we talking about Dark Souls or Zelda? I can't tell anymore. Obviously, Dark Souls is inspired by Ocarina of Time. That's like saying a shooter is inspired by Doom, or like saying a band is inspired by the Beatles. Like, of course they fucking were. It's impossible not to be. But Dark Souls is playing the exact same instrument as Ocarina of Time. Third person, over-the-shoulder journeying into dark worlds, slashing ugly dudes and bosses and getting a prize at the end that relates to your destiny. And the supporting characters are all cute noble girls and definitely not children. The difference is that Dark Souls is playing all the notes that Ocarina did, but in a different direction. There's no block pushing puzzles, no random fucking collectibles on the wall, no unskippable cutscenes that explain why you would like to go explore the giant awesome thing immediately apparent in the skybox. Instead, Dark Souls is just all Iron Knuckle, like all of it, just getting face-sat by Iron Knuckles. And this is why it's true that Dark Souls is Ocarina of Time, but with gameplay. Ocarina of Time is the advent of 3D adventure games, just like the Beatles is the advent of pop music. This means there's gonna be some classics, like The Well or Blackbird, but there's also gonna be a lot of dog shit, like The Water Temple or Revolution. This is called experimentation. Everything on Earth stands on the shoulders of what came before it. Even you stand on the shoulders of all of your ancestors. So when Dark Souls played its chords, it did so using the most fun parts of Ocarina. Now, I have over 10,000 hours in multiplayer games and thousands of hours in single-player games, so I know I'm not the average gamer. And that's not a brag, by the way, that's fucking sad. But listen, I still get my ass turned out by Castlevania or a good FNAF game, right? Yet, the last time I played Ocarina of Time, I didn't come close to dying once. That one-up fairy I caught as a child just sat in my inventory forever, eternally collecting my tributes and generally not feeling too great about things. Because Ocarina isn't about the challenge. It's about adventure. It's about the journey. It's more about providing a wide experience than a deep gameplay. The fighting never progresses past blocking and stabbing because the rest of Ocarina wouldn't work if it had deep gameplay. Instead of parrying and backsteps and techniques, it has riding, archery, hook shots, magical music, cool girls with rock-hard abs, awesome discoverable treasures, lots of shallow activities that blend it together into a way richer world. Majora's Mask, however, is about the challenge because it's a game about how loneliness turns people to nihilism, which is what spurs things like school shootings. And oh, what a surprise! The Skull Kid is literally pulling a school shooting on Earth. Ah, that was subtle theming. Good job, Nintendo. Majora's Mask has challenge because the world needs to have teeth for the message to land. The hero is the guy who does put up with the slings and arrows of bad fortune and just fucking mans up and deadlifts the world into salvation. In the same but opposite way, when the giant lawnmower cactus slashes you in Ocarina of Time, it can only do a quarter of a heart's damage. This is no damage at all, but if it took off Link's entire head, the whole world would feel scary and daunting when it's supposed to feel like, yeah, adventure, whoa, cool girls with abs. So here we go. The Iron Knuckle breaks Ocarina's design rules by being so unique and fun, but it's the exception to the rule. The rest of the game still works because all of it is skewered by its themes, which is light-hearted, embrace your glorious destiny, save the world, kiss the cute girl with abs type beat. For Ocarina of Time to have gameplay, it would need to be a different game, and I love Ocarina of Time as it is. It's one of my favorite games, and I played the shit out of it as a kid, även innan jag kunde tala engelska. So am I defending or attacking Ocarina? Neither really, more like explaining why it works. Maybe you've already seen Eager after Sequelitis on Zelda, and I think he mostly nails it, but there is one thing I would say. Ocarina went in one direction with the way it played its chords. It could have explained the starving Gorons through gameplay, but instead, it does it with the environment, the music, and the characters. In a sense, Ocarina shouldn't have gameplay. It should have variety and an amazing world and triumphant music and, you know, cute girls with abs. But I will always respect Ocarina for adding the Iron Knuckle and showing that they knew what direction they were headed in and what themes they were pursuing. Nintendo EAD understood that games could be about much more than just arcade-like fun, years before Grand Theft Auto or Silent Hill or The Last of Us, because the Iron Knuckle is different. If any of this tickled your brain, grab a link and share it in your favorite place. You passing this on makes a bigger difference than you could imagine. I'm serious. And forget about the rest, like, dislike, sub, because I love you either way. But I can be wrong, so tell me what you think about this video. And click here for more white man screaming at your ears about video games. Shout out Michael Kennedy, a big heart to my man, Bartosz, Pumba, Nathan, Jay Pinkman, and Zeppums. I love you guys.